What's up, fight fans? Thank you, as always, for coming through. Much appreciated. Very interesting news, I think, in the heavyweight boxing division. According to an article that I just read on boxingscene.com, the WBC have ordered a final eliminator between Luis Ortiz, who fought for the WBC belt, when was that? March, against Deontay Wilder, and Dillian Whyte, who destroyed Lucas Browne in a one-sided beatdown. I think it's fair to say that boxing fans are very clear who their number one and number two in the heavyweight division is. I guess if you ask fans in the UK, it will be Joshua. Fans in the US will be Wilder. I'll probably have to say Joshua is probably the number one in the division. But fans are very undecided as to who the third best heavyweight is. Who's the next contender down? I think Luis Ortiz clearly is the third best heavyweight. I think he's better than Dillian Whyte, Povetkin, Pulev, and whoever other names you want to chuck out there. But I think this will go a long way to confirming that. There was talk about these guys fighting a while back. I don't know if you guys remember when Luis Ortiz fought Malik Scott and beat him. A very dull fight, but Dillian Whyte kind of put his name out there and said, look, I'll fight Luis Ortiz. And I think everyone laughed at the time because Dillian Whyte hadn't really proven himself. I think that could have even been before Dillian Whyte fought Chisora. So it was like, well, who are you, what are you talking about? You've just come off a loss to Joshua. But, I mean, he's put up three, I guess, decent performances back to back. I think the Chisora fight was good. I think he lost the fight, but nonetheless, it was a great fight. Helenius was easy. He went to America as well, didn't he? But forget that one for a second. And obviously, Lucas Browne. But trust me, Ortiz is a different animal to any of those people. And there's a huge, I think, huge step up. You could argue that aside from Joshua, he hasn't fought anyone in the top 10, maybe even not top 15. So fighting a guy that I think is probably the third best is a step up. But to be fair to Dillian Whyte looks like he's ready for a step up. He's not afraid. He's one of the only heavyweights that I think has openly called out every single heavyweight. He just wants to fight and box. And he is getting better. There were improvements in that Lucas Browne performance. I think Lucas Browne was a sitting duck, don't get me wrong. But we started seeing him go to the body. I think he used his jab very well. So he definitely mixed up a bit. And he probably showed he's got a bit more power. You watch him on Instagram and his social media. He's doing a lot of weights. So he's probably trying to put more power into his punches. And he's probably going to need that in the heavyweight division. Because as much as he's big, in the heavyweight division, he isn't that big. There are a bunch of monsters, all of them. I'm happy for Luis Ortiz. I said, what next for Luis Ortiz after that Wilder performance when he was uber close to beating Wilder. I don't want him to go away. I think he is probably on the last legs, maybe 2 or 3 fights left because of his age. But I think he deserves to stay in the mix. And I still think, call me crazy, but I still think a good Ortiz beats Joshua. A good Ortiz beats Povetkin. A good Ortiz will also beat Dillian Whyte. I just think on the night, Wilder, I just don't know how you prepare for Wilder, put it that way. But he was close. He had Wilder in a hell of a amount of trouble. And if it wasn't for that little stoppage in the 8th round where Wilder got like an extra minute break, who knows? We could be talking about the new WBC heavyweight champion. But this is a good fight. I hope it does happen. They are going to purse bids, I think, May 25th. Remember, Dillian Whyte did put down on his social media that he is back July 12th or 21st or something? I don't know if it will be for this one. I think that might be too soon. So the heavyweight division is starting to come back round again. It does look like Joshua's going to fight Povetkin and not Wilder. It looks like Wilder will fight Dominic Breazeale. And now, obviously, we're going to get probably Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte. So the top guys are mixing it with each other. I'm very interested to see who Joseph Parker fights. I wouldn't mind seeing Joseph Parker versus Pulev. So I want to see all the guys within the top 10 still mix it. And I think this is the start to good things happening in the heavyweight division. But what do you guys make of it? Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. Personally, if it's the Luis Ortiz that stepped up against Deontay Wilder, I think he smokes Dillian Whyte. I'm being serious. I really do. But if there is slippage there, I think Dillian Whyte, just the way he's uber aggressive could cause Ortiz problems. But I think Ortiz is just better in every single aspect. Maybe not stamina, but everything else when it comes to boxing, I think Luis Ortiz is better than Dillian Whyte. And again, it's a huge step up for Dillian Whyte, but it's a fantastic fight. So let's see if it happens. Hopefully it does.